everyone, welcome back to the Homesteaders channel. It's Becky here with another gardening tour. Today is May 28th and it is about 8 in the morning, so I wanted to just start early as the sun is just coming up. I have my hats. I like these straw hats just because they're big enough to shield my face and some of my neck. I got this one at Walmart. This is probably this is my second one, as my other one got destroyed. They are really fragile, but I really recommend these types of hats, these straw hats, just because it really works well. They're lightweight and I like that it has a tie. Sometimes the winds can pick up and blow your hat off, so this really helps it. But yes, I have to really be mindful when it comes to the sun and sunscreen and things like that, especially for the weekend as I'm outside all day. Now it is Memorial Day weekend and the forecast looks like it's going to be raining all weekend, but today is actually going to be nice. So today is the day, of course Saturday, that I really need to do as much as I can before the rains come and don't stop. I don't know about you, but I do like waking up early. Sometimes I feel like I don't wake up early enough and I feel like my day can be so much longer, more productive, especially when it comes to the garden. It's so much easier just to get things done before the heat is just slamming on you. And right now I'm going to set up my fertilizers. Like I said, I was going to fertilize things every week just because things were looking yellow. So I'm going to keep my promise and do that, even though it did rain last night. I mean, I don't think it's going to rain all day today. It's going to rain tomorrow, so I'm just going to put the fertilizer, the fish emulsion fertilizer, which is a great nitrogen source for plants. And this is like a quick fix just because it's liquid and it can run through the plant and just give it what it needs right away. I need to put granular fertilizer. I'm kind of scared to do that because when I did do that, the ants just go crazy. They love it. So here in Central Florida, in Florida in general, I've learned quickly that red ants is a really big thing and they're not going to go away. I even have ant traps around my house that are really heavy duty to try to eliminate some of them, but they are impossible to get rid of. Red ants, I can't even walk around my garden without actual boots. If you walked in my garden with sandals, you will get red ants on you and they will bite you. So it's really infested with red ants everywhere. Things are still growing, but it's just a really pain in the butt. So I know it's important to put granular fertilizer, so I definitely will do that. Maybe buy some worm castings and do that, which is also a good nitrogen source for plants. So for now, I'm just going to do the fertilizer. I'm going to show you what I do. This is just fish fertilizer. It's liquid. And I'll do this before my garden tour. Here. Just do a good amount in each. So now that my fertilizer is ready, let's go. I'm going to go through everything in the balcony first. Okay, so all the tomatoes and moringa are doing well, especially after the rain. I can't wait to put these in the ground. I'm going to wait till they get a little bit bigger. Moringa, I feel like this soil that they're in is super rich. I mean, when reading about moringa, the tree of life, I would definitely have seen in multiple places that it can grow in the worst soil. So I think as soon as I put it in the sandy soil out there, I think it'll do fine. Moringa is a tree of life. If you didn't know, this tree has a lot of vitamins and minerals. I'll go ahead and put some of that up there here on the screen of what it actually has. It's a pretty amazing source of just nutrition. So this is a really cool plant to have. So a lot of these tomatoes are fruiting. I have a few already. See here, they've grown so big. That's a new one. This one is huge. It's pretty tall. I really do try to keep it pruned with these leaves here, I just take them off. With all my tomatoes, most of them, I make sure that I keep it leaf free, at least a good part of it at the bottom, and try to prune as much as I can. I'm not always on top of it, but when I do, I really try to get the ends here whenever I see a sucker. And I'm sure all my gardening friends out there know what a sucker is. It's when your tomato plant starts growing different shoots out from the V part of the plant. This is the main stem of the tomato, and then you have these shoots on the side. The ones that have like a kind of a V is where these shoots come up, and these are called suckers. You can actually take these suckers out and then put them in water until they root and make a whole new tomato plant, which I really don't need more tomato plants. So I actually gave one away to one of my co-workers. She's deploying soon, and as you know, we're a military family, so definitely hits close to home. So I gave her one of my tomatoes just so she can have before she leaves. She likes gardening too. So here is a perfect example of a sucker. So you have the V, and then you have this little shoot. If I don't remove this, it will get bigger and bigger and create a whole new set of leaves and tomatoes. But I will just take it out. There we go. And just toss it. So out of all these, this tomato plant has the most little tomatoes. I don't know what variety this is, but I will soon find out. So yeah, moringa. Okay. And it's cool to see the mushrooms growing. I don't know if you see a little mini mushroom right there. That's good. That just means my soil is really nutrient dense and has all the things we need to grow. So yeah, these tomato plants are doing pretty well in these 2-gallon containers here. All right, so let's go to, oh yeah, I have to show you, I'm hardening off. I should have been hardening these plants off a while ago, but these are all flowers. I have a lot of flowers in my house that are under lights. So these are zinnias. These are, what are these called? I started these on April 10th. And these are, let's see here, cut and come again zinnias. So I definitely am going to put them in different locations in my garden. I'm slowly trying to remove that lettuce, cut it off because it's not growing that well. So I'm just gonna take whatever I can and probably plant all flowers in there. And so these zinnias are definitely going to be just spread out. I don't know if my actual rows of flowers are going to be ready at all this year because it's taking so long to complete it. I'm just one person, so I'm going to try the best I can, but definitely going to put them somewhere in the garden. Oh, we moved our chicken coop to the front of the house, so I get to see my girls in the morning. We're getting a lot of eggs. We're getting at least 7 eggs a day, so that's pretty cool. I went food shopping yesterday. Spot, what are you doing out there? Come on, Spotty. Come on. How did you get outside? You little sneaker. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go, buddy. Come on, Spotty. Come on. I'm going to take you back inside. You don't even have a collar on, really. Come on. Come on. Want to go with me to the garden? Yeah? All right. Spotty will join us today. Okay. Come on, Spot. Little visitor. He's never been in the garden before, so we'll see how this goes. Okay. All right, starting with the first trellis. Now, these looked really sad the other day, and I was so sad about it. So I started just cutting off all the dead leaves, just cutting off all of them to the point where I actually cut my finger, a little nipped it on the side, if you see right there. So I went a little crazy, but I really hope that after cutting a bunch of it off, that it can grow new life. I just feel like I hope this is not the only, you know, harvest I get. You know, the last harvest that we harvested together, the Armenian cucumber. So this is the other side. See how it's just getting all yellow, and I just thought it didn't have enough water because there was a point where it didn't rain for like 2 or 3 days, but I was watering. It's just not enough, maybe. But you know, I just hope that it just keeps growing. I hope this is it. This is not it. But yeah, they're still growing. Some food in there. I can harvest probably that one. These are just dead. I need to take these off and put something else. Corn here is doing well. Let's start on this side first, I guess. And this big lady right here, she is wild, and I love her for it. I'm just gonna have her like just climb up this trellis. But she's super cool. She does have flowers. And man, look at this, like the strength of a plant. Like it literally just took this straw and like made it, tied it around it. I can't even take it off. But this is pretty cool. I really hope we get a lot of watermelons from her. Okay, and this one here, it's so cool. Look how big it is, guys. You remember just a week ago it was smaller? Every day this thing gets bigger and bigger, and it's so apparent. It's the most coolest thing. I've never grown watermelon. I'm so amazed. It's so cool. It's not even that much. This plant is not even that big, but goodness. If I can just get one, I'll be happy. And we got mushrooms. Yep. Still haven't replaced this. Shocker. This one is growing pretty well. And this one is growing pretty well still. Still haven't put a cage up. I will do that today. Oh, look. Hello, baby. Very cool. And we got flowers. So, carrots. My daughter pulled out one yesterday. And she ate it right away, but they are growing pretty well. I think I can I'll take one out for you. Let's see here. This looks like a big one. So carrots take about 70 days to grow, and it's been about 70 days, a little over 70 days for these. Right here, I've planted some that are smaller just to fill up the space for the ones that didn't sprout. But usually I'm pretty good with carrots, so let's see here. Look how that greens. Okay. So let's see. Ready? I wonder what this one was called. I don't know. Something about golden. I'll go ahead and put a picture of what the carrot's supposed to look like here on the screen for you. But let's go ahead and take this baby out right here. Okay, look at that. Pretty good size. When you get hairy carrots like this, it's just because it just has too much nitrogen in the soil, but that's fine. You can just take it out. So these carrots are like a yellow, as you see, a little wiggly on the bottom, but not too bad. Look at that. We'll go ahead and put this in the basket, or we'll wash it out first. All right, let's see here. Okay, look at that. Okay, I have my squash and my mammoth sunflower doing well. I took off the flowers of these. I'm going to take these off too because I don't want it to flower. I want it to focus on growing. See how it looks so much better? I don't know if you can see. It does look better. It looks greener. It was really yellow before. Okay. And on this side of the trellis, same thing. I took off the flowers so it can focus on growth. This is a new green leaf. See how it was yellow and now they're new ones are green. That's good. Hopefully it just keeps it up. These small corns here and the other small. I don't know if we're gonna get squash this year, guys. What do you think? I don't know. I'm thinking about just growing beans just in case nothing really grows. Hi, Spot. Enjoying the garden, buddy? Spotty is turning 7 years old this year. We got him at a shelter in Virginia when we lived in Virginia. Woo! And he was 6 months old when we got him. Okay, back to gardening. These peppers are doing really well, better than the ones over there. And the corn is doing well too. Maybe small corn, like I said, they're planted pretty close together, but look at that growth. Oh, look, you guys. Remember that little pepper last time that I showed you when the last garden tour? Look how small. Yay, the first pepper of the garden is growing. Look at that. Oh my God, this is where it's at, guys. This satisfaction right here. Grown from seed. How cool. Wow. Okay. Sorry, I can stare at that all day. All right, well, looks good, looks good. Everything looks good around here. Mini corn still growing pretty well. And we have our big corn here. Learning more about the corn. This is pretty important for this to drop on the leaves and fertilize and be on the tassels, where I found one right here. Ooh. Yeah. So this falls on this to make the corn. It's super important. That's why it's important to grow it all next to each other, which I've read as well. So still learning, pretty cool. Hopefully we get some corn this year. That would be nice. Look how tall. Super cool. All right, it smells good actually. If only you can smell this. So yeah, some more baby corn growing well. So it got destroyed, but I don't see any pests on here right now. Hey, Spot, get out of there. Get out, buddy. You're gonna get stuck. No. No, get. No, come on. Don't be chewing on my leaves. Okay. So this is dead. I have to plant something else in here. And this is another mammoth sunflower. Doing well. Hey! No! You're eating my corn! Okay, you're done. Let's go. Come on. Spotty garden visit is gonna be short. Let's go. Come on, buddy. You don't know. It's okay. Chewing on my corn, huh? Let's go. You don't even like greens. Come on. All right, back to the garden. I'm glad I caught that. Ooh. Eating my corn. Okay. I still love him. All right. Water. Pretty flowers. And the beans. Can't wait. I really can't wait to see these black beans grow. I'm probably just going to put black beans on this trellis. What do you think? Definitely. And the snake beans are growing. I'm excited. These are the ones that I'm really looking forward to. And these are the other beans, pole beans. Growing well. And this is the calendula that will fertilize today. Mammoth flower, doing all right. Getting a little yellow, so I'll fertilize this today too. Ooh, mushrooms, more mushrooms. Means good soil. Corn, doing well. Sunflower. Cucumbers are still coming. Small one there. Ooh, we can probably harvest that one. Maybe Cosmo's looking good. I have a bamboo stick here because I have to stake that raspberry bush like that. So, and look at this bok choy. I did cut off those leaves, like I said, and it is looking very luscious. Beautiful. Bok choy, red bok choy. looking amazing. And this is another cucumber right here with an ant on it, of course. Sunflowers, which I gotta take out because these are not doing too hot. These cucumbers are suffering very much. Spider. So there. Yeah, not doing well. I feel like, I mean, I'm gonna obviously keep hope and fertilize and hopefully it can keep growing, but they're not looking too pretty. This one is doing all right. I had to take off some of the leaves because they had some powdery mildew. Other than that, it's still growing up. So pretty. So yeah, this one as well, growing really well. The marigolds looking good on it. You know, I found hornworms on one or two of these this week. I'll show you a video of that now. So yeah, those hornworms I found are so hard to see because they're the same color as the leaves. But hey, you have to really scan all your plants because they might be chewing on them. This one, even though it's struggling with its curling of the leaves, I mean, it's still growing, so hopefully it gives me a tomato. This one's just loaded. Look at that. It's loaded. It's probably the little tomatoes. Ooh, and my big one is growing pretty well too. Still. You can see, big one. That screaming is probably a chicken laying an egg. Actually, I'm sure of it. Alright, looking good. Just scanning the plant to see if I see any hornworms again. Those things come out of nowhere for real. Okay, oh look at these. Good. This also still doing well. Peppers are actually looking better since I put that nitrogen a week ago, the fish emulsion. So let's do that again. Give it a drink. Now, remember I told you that they weren't doing so hot last time? Well, I found hornworms on here and they literally chewed up 2 of my plants completely. Left the stem, no leaves. I had to take them out. This one was the only one that had a leaf on it, so I left it because it had 1 leaf, and guess what? I'm glad I did because more leaves are growing, giving it life. So don't give up, like I said. Things are growing. Things are growing well. Hopefully it will just progress. I know the heat is crazy for them right now, but hopefully I can put some shade cloth on this little tub later. Go ahead and harvest this Armenian cucumber. And then we can harvest this one right. Alright, let me see if I should harvest and let them grow a little bit more. Let's see this. Oh, yeah, I'll just get that one. And get that fat one over here. Okay. These are dead. I'll throw them away. Alright, so this is our harvest today, friends. Cucumbers, of course, and Oh my god, really, this is what I mean, like the ants. Like there's ants on here. I don't want to take this in my house, so let's go ahead and spray. Carrot. I'm sure I can get more carrots, but I just want to have them grow a little bit more. All right. Flower patch. Dahlias, however you say it, still growing beautifully. Not so much for the sunflowers, but these sunflowers are still growing strong. So, looking good. Not finished with this. Put more compost down, especially in these areas where it doesn't have much, as I have cardboard for no-till. I have to cut the middle row and put down some more mulch, or maybe this landscaping fabric, whichever. So, work in progress. I think yesterday I was watching some farmers around here and their beautiful cut flowers, and I guess May is when they have their sunflower like festivals and things like that here in Central Florida. So I kind of felt like a little bummed because I'm not going to have a sunflower field this year, and I don't know why I thought I would have one, but I can't get too down on myself with things just because I put so much on my plate to get it done. So I just have to just keep trying, keep going. One day I'll have a big sunflower patch and a bunch of, cut flowers in my no-till beds that I'm building now. I mean, I'm just gonna enjoy my 10 sunflowers that I have right now, but I know doing some research of when people, other farmers, flower farmers around here, put sunflowers in the ground, looks like they do them earlier to put them in by March to get them by May, and then they do it again in August, put more sunflowers out to get them in the fall. So I'm trying to make those little notes. Some people would just go to, or look up flower festivals or sunflowers, any type of flowers, to cut themselves and just enjoy. With me, when I look at those flower farmers or any farmers that have flowers, I'm trying to see other things like, how much spacing are they doing between the sunflowers? How are they growing them? Are they growing them in the ground? Are they growing them like between landscape fabric? Because here in Florida is really tricky because our ground is sand. So, or what type of irrigation they're doing. Like, I just like to see that type of stuff, nerdy stuff, and definitely figure out what time of the year they plant them, so I can, get to that point where I will be having flowers year round. So yeah, it's definitely a huge thing that I want to do, is to have cut flowers. So aside from growing food, as you see, I'm really passionate about, and growing food for my family, the flowers is a real big deal for me too. So hopefully I can show you guys all that too one day. I guess we're about to end May. I mean, it's going pretty quickly. June is right around the corner, and I really can't wait to see how the garden is going to progress throughout the summer as it gets hotter. So I just want to thank everybody for watching another week in my garden. I hope that everything just keeps growing. I'm always going to show the good and the bad, so just know that we're learning together. Or if you know more than I do, put it in the comments and I will definitely take your advice depending on what it is. So it's pretty hot right now. As you can tell, I'm like sweating already as the sun keeps rising and it will get more humid today. So I'm gonna try to do as much as I can while I'm outside and hopefully get whatever I need to get done. The heat is just gonna get worse. So I definitely just have to be mindful of that when I'm in the garden, like I said earlier. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I'll see you guys next week in another garden tour. I would love to see where everybody's from down in the comments. If you can put that, that'd be great. I'm gonna go ahead and start my day. Everybody stay safe Memorial Day weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay well, friends.